Hey everyone, what is going on? Welcome back to today's video. In today's video, we're getting into another operator guide. Today's operator guide, we're getting into Amaru. So we are kind of in just the essentially we have no operators left that like people probably actually like frequently use, I suppose. I'd say we're in like the lower class operators at the moment. This is like my 44th operator guide. I've been doing them all last year, all over 2020. Pretty sure I started them in 2020. And, yeah, 44 weeks straight, I'm pretty sure. I don't know, but anyway, we won't talk about that. In today's video, we're getting into the Amaru guide. If you do find it enjoyable, make sure to leave a like. Drop a sub on the notification bell if you're interested in checking out more videos from me. And also, make sure to come check out my Twitch streams. Links in the description down below. I'd love to see you guys there. With that said, let's get into this guide. So firstly, we're going to go over the weapon view, move on to the gadget utilization, then finish off with the operator strategies, as always. So without further ado, let's get into the weapon review. Amaru has access to 2 primary weapons and 2 secondary weapons. Her primary weapon and her main primary that probably gets used by most is the G8A1. The G8A1 has 37 damage on an 850 rounds per minute fire rate, so in all, this weapon is an absolute beast. 37 damage a shot is incredibly powerful, and 850 rounds per minute is also incredibly powerful, and just built together, it is a great all-around weapon. And the thing with Amaru is, unlike IQ, she still does have the ACOG on this weapon as well, but you can easily use the holographic 2x reflex or red dot if you prefer any of them. I personally prefer to use the holographic on this gun. I just think it's more of a quicker gun to use, and then chuck the angled grip on so I can get efficient quick peeks and use this as a fragging role, because I feel like that's what Amaru does fill in the end of the day, but we'll get into that soon. But in all, the G8A1 is a very powerful weapon in my opinion. It is one of the best in the game on the attacking side, I really can't lie. This is definitely up there in one of my top tier weapons that I can bring. And just all in all, it's a great weapon, and with those attachments I just recommended to you, it can be very powerful, but it can also be very powerful at range with a vertical grip and an ACOG, just depending on your playstyle. Her other primary weapon is the Supernova shotgun. The Supernova shotgun comes in at 40 damage on a fire rate of a shotgun. So this does have a little pump back. It's a pump action shotgun. So when you shoot it, it's gonna do that little reload, and then you can shoot it again. You can't spray this like the Cav shotgun or something like that. But it is still a pretty efficient shotgun. It has really good damage. I don't really know how shotgun damage is even like tallied out. Like 40 damage seems very low, but it's a shotgun. It will one-tap you at close range, and I feel like it has some of the best range in this game in terms of shotguns, I'm not going to lie. Like this thing can one-tap down you. I don't even know what the distance is on it, to be honest, but I definitely have been injured a few times from this shotgun at quite substantial range from Amaru, who's just rushing in and pumping you in the face, and then you just get dropped on your head. So really, the Supernova is quite a powerful shotgun. It definitely has a lot of power in that one pump, but its knockback is it's a one pump. It's a pump action, sorry, and getting that to actually shoot efficiently is probably the most difficult part in my opinion. But it is still a solid shotgun. But in my opinion, I'm always going to recommend you bring a light machine gun, an AR, an SMG on attack over a shotgun. So my recommendation is the G8A1, and yeah, but the Supernova is still a great alternative. Her other secondary weapons is the ITA-12S, which is another pump action shotgun. This coming in at 70 damage, but it only has 5 bullets in its magazine, and it is also a pump action, so it's the same as the Supernova. On stat sheets, this does more damage than the Supernova. I'm not sure how realistic that is. I think this has a lot less range than the Supernova, I'm going to be honest, because it's a very small shotgun. It's obviously a secondary, but it still does provide a lot of power, and it can be a great weapon to secure secondary kills. Honestly, both of these secondary weapons are solid, but my personal preference would be the SMG-11, which is her alternate secondary weapon. It is a machine pistol, I'm sure all of you guys are aware. 35 damage a shot on 1,270 rounds per minute fire rate. That's an incredibly fast fire rate. That's a machine pistol for you. And then it also has 35 damage on top of that, which is just good. Her primary weapon does 37, so it's 2 damage less than her primary weapon with a fire rate that is like 400. So really, either loadout can work. You can bring G8 shotgun, you can bring shotgun SMG-11 if you want to play kind of like a smoke mute build, or you can bring G8 SMG-11 if you just want all-out raw power. In terms of her gadgets that she has in her loadout, she has access to a hard breach charge and stun grenades. Due to Amaru's ability, I feel like the stun grenades can come in handy just because of your rushing capability when you're playing Amaru. But as I've said this many times before, if you have a hard breach charge in your loadout, I'd recommend you bring it because you never know when that will come in handy. And having something that can breach a reinforced wall will always help you out essentially on every objective on every map, whether it's a hatch, a wall, I don't even know. But in all honesty, Amaru has a great utilization in this loadout, a great weapon set, and a great gadget. And yeah, she's just all around actually a very powerful potential fragger on the attacking side. With the weapon review out of the way now, we're going to move on to the gadget utilization. Now, her gadget utilization is the Gara hook. In Siege's description, it is a high tensile grappling gun used for fast access to rappel points and hatches to enter via exterior windows at limited distances. So essentially, to sum this up, she has a hook that you can get out. You have, I believe, it is 5 charges with this hook, so you can't go around spamming it, and it does have a cooldown rate. You can't do it instantly when you spawn in, and you also can't do it instantly after you've already used it once. There is I'm not sure what the cooldown time exactly is, but there is some sort of significant cooldown after you use this Gara hook, and this can essentially grapple you through any barricaded window. It can grapple you onto any ledge on a map, so say you want to grapple up to the roof on Consulate, that is a ledge. If you want to grapple up to the balcony on Consulate, that is a ledge. If you want to go through the window, that is a window. You can also go below, and you can rappel up through hatches, which is one of her more powerful traits to catch people off guard, the fact that she can destroy a hatch as she rappels through it, as long as she's in range, obviously. Her range is pretty significantly short. It's not the craziest range, and you really can't get into some locations because they are so far away and you have to get right up to them, which usually gets you killed. But I'd say majority of accessible exterior points on basically every map is accessible with the Gara hook, and you shouldn't have many problems with this ability. But in all honesty, the Gara hook just has a lot of efficiency that you can utilize with it, and pairing this up with a fragging nature, which we'll get into soon, she has a lot of potential to get incredibly early frags and catch the defending team completely off guard, just by simply Gara hooking in somewhere on the same floor as the objective is currently on, and just completely rushing the fuck out of people, because she has the ability to get into sight faster than anyone can, if I'm going to be completely honest, because she has the ability to lock onto a window and pull herself through, killing anyone if they're sitting on the window. So that means no one can sit under and wait for you, because you'll insta-kill them because you step on them or something. That's a feature in Siege. I don't know the specifics of it. But if you're sitting under a barricade, you get fragged by their feet. But the ability that she has to just completely push into say an upstairs floor, like you can completely grapple in to the upstairs area of cafe without any question, and just completely push in without any hesitation straight into the round. Like maybe the cooldown's like 5 to 10 seconds, and then you're in. You are able to push as quickly as possible with this Amaru hook, and you can just get into sight and just rush the fuck out of people, which we're going to get into now in the operator strategies. I've said this already multiple times, but Amaru is an obvious fragger on the Rainbow Six Siege team. She has the weapon loadout that is built for a fragger, a lot of power, a lot of damage, including the G8, Supernova, ITA, 12S, and the SMG11, all weapons that I personally would utilize as fragging weapons. Obviously, I'm going to always prefer the LMG as my primary, and I don't even know what I'd bring as a secondary. SMG11 is a great alternative for just fast damage, but the shotgun is also a good alternative because it deals out a lot of damage. So really, either secondary can work with the G8 in my opinion, and both of them can be powerful alternatives to clean up your kills if you find yourself in that situation. But with the G8 having 51 bullets as well, you really won't even find yourself in many situations where you need your secondary, which is why Amaru just really has a lot of fragging capability in her weapons alone. And pairing this up with her gadget that gives her the ability to rush into a side without hesitation and completely take essentially any floor that she wishes to take with the press of a button really does bring more power to the attacking side than more people can assume. And the only problem is when you are rushing with this type of speed, she does make a lot of noise when she's Gara hooking through the windows. So it's not just you don't silent step in and catch people off guard. Otherwise, that would be broken. You can hear her hook before she even rappels through the window. And obviously, when she breaks the window, that makes a lot of noise as well. If she comes through a window, a hatch is the same situation. So in all honesty, she does have her downfalls, but she also has a lot of power on her side as well, which is really, I feel like she's definitely more on the underrated side as an operator due to the fact she's just overlooked, I feel like. Like, going over this guide, you can really see the raw power Amaru has, but I feel like the player base that like to play her kind of ruin the whole ideal of her, because they just rush in blindly without any type of intel, etc., and just completely fuck up. I feel like the best way to utilize Amaru is, you know, that drone you spawn in with, put that somewhere where you plan on rushing and set it up instead of getting it destroyed and pinging people. Set it up in a hallway in the room wherever you wish to push in the future, and then just have it sit there and watch that room so you can quickly hop on that drone when your Gara hook is ready, quickly survey the area, and then Gara hook in. I'm going to be completely honest, Gara hooking in blindly might work out for you, but I feel like 5 times out of 10, it's really a 50% chance you're going to get fragged by someone sitting there in that room waiting for you. So I feel like the drone beforehand is essential to being efficient with Amaru, and I think you should definitely not forget about that before you go rushing in. But rushing in can work if you get the situation correct and are lucky enough. But with all that said, I think that's going to wrap up today's video. I hope you guys found this video useful. I hope you guys found this video enjoyable. If you did, let me know down below. If you didn't, also let me know down below. But be civilized. I don't want to hear about how much you hate this guide because I didn't outline one of your favorite attributes. Just let me know what I missed, and I'll make sure to rectify that at some stage with like a pinned comment or something. I don't know. But anyway, if you guys did enjoy, leave a like, drop a sub with the notification bell if you're interested in checking out more videos from me. It is 2021 now, so we're on that new year grind, and yeah, it's just the same grind as 2020 to be honest. But Twitch streams down below. We've been streaming there for like 6 to 7 hours. For some reason, I've just been grinding the fuck out of my streams. I'd love to see you guys there as well. Links in the description if you're interested in checking that out. And with that said, I hope you guys found this video enjoyable. Hope you found it useful. Good luck playing Amaru, everyone, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.